Hi everyone, this is Caitlin again. I am a teen services librarian at the Piscataway Public Library, and today we are going to do one of my favorite crafts. It is so quick and easy and it looks really cool. We are going to make watercolor prints. You only need a couple of materials for this craft. So you need a little bit of water. If you have a spray bottle, that's great. If you don't have one, you can just put it in any container. Some washable markers. Any brand, any kinds is great. A Ziploc bag. This size, the quart size, works best. If you only have little ones, that's fine too. And some sort of paper. So this one, I printed out a design that says read on it. You can color something, you can leave it blank. This is also cardstock, so you'll see it's a little bit thicker. If you don't have cardstock, regular printer paper or construction paper is fine. So we are going to create a watercolor print. I made a sample for us. So this one, I wanted something that I could put in my window. We are still getting tons of mail and packages and deliveries at my house. So I wanted something I could tape to the door, just a little thank you message for all the people who are still working to deliver packages and mail and essential services. So like I said, this craft is really easy. You're just going to want to pick a few colors of markers. So I picked out yellow, green, blue, and orange. When I made this sample, I colored on my plastic bag in kind of like zigzags, but I think on this one I'm going to do circles. So you want to take your plastic bag and cover the whole thing in color. You can leave some clear spaces, that's totally fine. It will look different when you do it anyway. So you're gonna go ahead and use your markers to color on your plastic bag. Just put splotches of color all over. So as you can see, I colored my bag in splotches of all my different colors. There's definitely some clear space in the corner and in between the circles, and that's totally fine. You can use all different shapes to fill up the whole thing. So this next part is kind of fun. I'm going to move my paper out of the way so I don't get it wet before I'm ready. I'm just going to put my hand in my cup of water and sprinkle the water all over the bag. So you want to sprinkle, get wet the side that you colored on. Make sure it's the side that you colored on. That's very important. And you don't want to totally drench the bag, just get it a little bit wet. Again, if you have a spray bottle, that's great, but you definitely don't need one. Okay. So before you do this next part, you're going to want to make sure whatever surface you're working on is covered in newspaper. I like to do that whenever I'm doing some sort of craft that involves water or paint or markers, anything that could be a little bit messy, just in case. You never know. You don't want to ruin whatever surface you're working on. So you're going to cover your table or other surface in newspaper. Move my bag aside. I'm going to put my print with the words facing up on the table. And then this part gets a little bit tricky. So I'm going to lift up my bag. You'll see it has all of the color on it, and it also is wet right now, and put it face down on top of my paper. So all the color is going to go down on the paper. Your colors are definitely going to run. Don't be scared if it does that. They'll drip a little bit. And then you're just going to kind of press in and mush around just a tiny bit your plastic bag. So this is what my print looks like after the colors were placed on there. I kind of want to add more color though. So what I might do is reuse my plastic bag. So I can take this bag, wipe it down with an old rag or paper towel or napkin, and then you can use it again. You can do the same process again. So I colored over my bag again. I'm going to take my water and make sure that the surface gets wet. Just kind of flick some water on there. This is what I'm doing. I'm just doing like this motion. I'm definitely glad I put down newspaper because the color is running and is getting on the newspaper, and I'd rather have it there than staining my little table. So again, I'm going to put the print down on the table with the decoration facing up, and then flip my bag so that my bag goes on top of that design. You can kind of press your bag in a little bit, mush it around. The nice part about using a clear bag is that you can kind of see what is going on underneath it as you press into the colors. Oh, cool. And there we go. So that's what it looks like with my second round of color. I'm pretty happy with it. The most important thing about these prints is that because they're wet, the paper is going to curl. So you can kind of see that on my sample. See how the paper is curling? So what you can do is while it's drying for a couple of days, leave it under a big stack of books or something heavy. Put it underneath a box. I think books work best, just to kind of keep it flat. So this will get nice and flat. Then it's a great decoration to put in your window with a nice message of positivity, or something just to hang up in your room. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any other ideas for crafts you'd like to see us do, let us know below, and we hope to see you soon.